Qul Huwallah after Surah Fatiha. So he will recite Surah Fatiha, then he will say Qul Huwallah Ahad, then he will recite some surah of his choice. Now because Qul Huwallah happens to be almost at the end, so it automatically transpired that whatever surah he recited after Qul Huwallah, in order was before it. In order arrangement, it was before it. So somebody reported his case to Hadhrat Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. One thing to be noted about this is that if it were wrong in principle, Hadhrat sallallahu alaihi wasallam should have immediately forbidden this style of recitation, but he did not. Instead, he said, who is the man? I would like to speak to him. So when that person appeared before Hazrat Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he inquired from him the reason why he did it, because he seemed to have done it intentionally with a purpose. So he said, the surah Qul Huwallah, Surah Tawheed, Surah Ikhlas as we call it, is so beautiful. I love it. It's impossible for me not to recite this surah in any namaz. So because of my love for it, I always begin with this. Then whatever surah I remember, I follow this surah with that. Ahmad sallallahu alaihi wasallam smiled and liked that answer. He said, go ahead and do whatever you like. So it all depends on the wisdom of your changing the order. Order by itself should not be made blindly, but should not be followed blindly, but there also there is a wisdom. Common sense requires that whatever is before, you read before, what follows, you read afterwards. But when there is a potent reason like this, which I mentioned to you, then you can change the order and it doesn't make any difference. Got it? Good, thank you.
Jazakallah.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. How are you?
I'm alright.
Better?
Yes, sir.
Good.
Yes,
please, what is your question?
Yeah. Now, Hazur, we are under instructions to involve ourselves in tabligh, and we are doing so. In some cases, at some stage, people tell us, when we narrate to them the beauties of Islam and the commandments of Islam, then they say, well, we agree therein. But is it necessary that we should convert to Ahmadiyyat? And then we, according to our own knowledge, we just give them suggestions, some answers. But here, because all of Dainilullah are here, and sometimes this question might be arising before them also. I request Hazur's guidance in this situation.
Please, you see, I have spoken on this subject many times before. This question has been brought before me during various question and answer sessions in different countries of the world. First of all, I'm surprised, why don't you understand the reason why he offers this excuse? It is a hollow excuse, it's without substance. If he were really convinced of the beauty of Islam, he would automatically accept it by nature. If there are two items of food offered to him, one is filthy and smelling and not of his liking anyway, and the other is wholesome and so delicious looking and whose aroma is also very attractive, which would he prefer?
The good one.
The second one.
Yeah.
Will you ask questions? Why should I? I agree, I know this is much better than this item of the food or this type of the food, but why should I accept the second one? This question is invalid, it's just meaningless. such people are only hypocritic. In hypocrisy, they say these things to please you. Oh yes, you have explained to us, it's beautiful. So try harder this time and explain Islam in real terms so that the person whom you are addressing is genuinely convinced. If he is convinced, he will come willy-nilly. He can't help it.
Hazur Anwar, just now I received one initiation, one bath. Just now.
Jazakumullah, barakallahu lakum. This mosque is already filled, eh? And with the passage of time, this will become too short for you. Huh? Okay. Think of something else now. A bigger one, inshallah.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum.
Hazur, my name is Abdul Shukur Ghani. I have one question. Islam and Ahmadiyyat is blessed with the institution of Khilafat. Is there any example in other religions, especially religion with books like Christianity and Judaism? There is one example I can think of, Hadhrat Mirza and Hadhrat Harun. I can't explain what their relation is. Ghair Shari Rabi. And last question is, Khalifa Hazrat Masih Maud. What is different between Khalifa Hazrat Masih Maud and Imam Jamaat Ahmadiyya? Is the same thing or two different others?
You answer this question.
I don't know.
When you got initiated at my hand, in what capacity did you get initiated? As Khalifa or as an Imam?
Hazrat Khalifa to Masih.
No, and not as Imam Jamaat Ahmadiyya?
Yes, also.
So why are you asking this question then? There is no question.
Is one of the same powers?
What do you mean by same power? Again, answer the same question. In view of the second concomitant question you have raised. Whenever I appeal to Jamaat for this or that, have you ever been hesitant about accepting it and raising the question whether I said it in the capacity of Imam Jamaat Ahmadiyya or in the capacity of Khalifatul Masih? And if by mistake I chose the wrong capacity, which you thought did not have a jurisdiction over things I said, then you would either remind me that you look here, you are using the wrong title for this instruction. Or you will say, oh, I can't accept it because you said it as an Imam. Well, as an Imam, you don't have any jurisdiction over these things. Have you ever thought of such problems and hesitancies?
No.
So why are you asking questions? And what was the first one?
Khilafat institution is, Islam and Ahmadiyat is blessed by Khilafat institution. What about other religion like Ahl Kitab?
The Holy Quran has already answered this question, and repeatedly that verse has been brought to the notice of the Jamaat and others, in the sense that it is here that the concept of Khilafat is rooted. And that is why this verse of Surah An-Nur is so much emphasized, which begins with وَعَدَ اللَّهُ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا مِنْكُمْ وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ لَيَسْتَخْلِفَنَّهُمْ فِي الْأَرْضِ كَمَا اسْتَخْلَفَ الَّذِينَ مِنْ قَبْلِهِمْ. It begins with a promise which is made with reference to the earlier people. And the Holy Quran says, they were made Khalifas before you, as they were made Khalifas before you, so we promise you that we will do the same to you. Now, where have you been all these years? I remember you being in Rabwa for some time, also spent some time in Africa somewhere perhaps? Huh?
I was in Jos, sir. I was
yes. And you have been here for quite a few years.
In Libya also,
and I understand you also listen to khutbahs, or don't you?
Please.
Friday sermons, you listen?